Hey guys, it's Bella and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I have my monthly plan with me. So I'm using the Beach Club kit from Crest Press, and then I did also pick up a monthly sampler from Planner Pixie Co in blue holo. So here I'm just showing what was on the sheet. So we had the January script, the days of the month, and the date dots. And in Randy Shop, you can pick which month you want and also the foil colors. So you'll see me use these throughout the year. I do already have my February and March ones, which I will be hauling in the next couple of days when I do my January order haul. Sorry, I'm like fumbling over my words. This is the third time I've had to do this voiceover. The first time I failed at sort of even getting through it. The second time I did the whole thing, and then it turns out that my file was corrupted, so my voiceover was like cut in the wrong places and I wasn't making any sense. So here we go again. But yeah, I did just quickly flip through the kit there. And yes, I did also mention that I have already done the base, as you can see. For future months, I may do the base on camera, but for this spread, I just wasn't really sure what I was doing. So that's why I wanted to sort of like, lay the base and everything in my own time, because I haven't used a proper monthly kit since 2021, because I was in a happy planner for the previous 2 years, which I didn't finish my 2022 planner, and I'm still in the process of finishing my 2023 one, but that is a whole other story. So starting off on the 1st, I marked in that it was New Year's Day. So following along with what I did in my planner last year, I made like a little sampler sheet for myself that had scripts for the month, so any sort of like important dates. And then I did also put in like the moon phases and some other like planetary movements for the month. And then I did also make some icons for myself on that little sampler sheet. So you see me pull from those throughout the spread as well. But I did also just add in a Hello January because I had that script on there as well. And then I marked in that my Babe Box subscription billed that day. So I just used the credit card icon from the kit. Then on the 2nd, I marked in Mercury went direct. So I just again used a script that I made, which these are the same scripts that I use in my weekly spreads as well. But yeah, last year I used journaling kits. So I sort of had to make extra stickers for myself to go with the kits. And I just thought I would continue doing that because I have like somewhat of a collection of icons and things, but I definitely don't have the biggest collection. And seeing as for the most part I'm marking similar things to what I would mark in my weekly spreads, I didn't want to use like all of the same stickers, if that makes sense. So yeah, so on the 3rd, I marked in that I had my final driving lesson and that I passed my driving test, which was super exciting. So the car icon I made myself, and then the oh my god, the dot the bear. So I'm trying to like do this in one take. Was from Paper. So then on the 4th, I marked in receiving happy mail from Josephine Bow Designs, which was my Black Friday order that had my like 𝚑𝚘𝚘𝚙 setup stickers. So like the tabs and then also the like year at a glance stickers. So yes, I am using my 𝚑𝚘𝚘𝚙 weeks as sort of like my everyday planner. So every day I go in and I write like, what I've done for the day, and then I transfer that into my digital planner, which I am using a hemlock and oak printable, and I just like do it on Photoshop because I find it easier to do it that way, with like printable files and things that I've got, and like the digitals from the Babe Box and all that kind of thing to make a spread. And then I use that digital planner to then do my memory spreads. So that sticker is from Once More With Love. Then I marked in getting a pedicure that day, so I just used the nail polish icon from the kit. Then on the 5th, I marked in that I requested my US forwarding stuff. So that was like all my Black Friday orders, which you would have seen in my Black Friday haul, which is on my channel. And then I also marked in my Amazon Prime subscription build, and that Rise had their comeback. So Rise is a K-pop group. Something else you'll see me put in my monthly spreads along with like my bills and whatever other memory keeping I want to put in is K-pop comebacks, because I do like to keep track of when my favorite groups and things release music. So yeah, so I used a heart icon from 𝚜𝚑𝚘𝚘𝚗𝚙, which I believe I had that on a sampler, but next time I order, I need to add that on my like wish list, because I will definitely like make use of those for like music releases and whatnot. And then the other two icons were from the kit. Then I just added in a pattern box on the 6th because I didn't really do much for that day. And I decided to cut around the like where the date dot would be so that I would have the date dot showing, because when I did the base, I completely forgot that there were some days that would be covered in the month. So I sort of had to work around that, but I actually really like how it looks, even though some of the boxes later on I didn't really cut exactly square around the date dot, so it looks a little bit janky, but I think moving forward I actually might stick with that because I do really like how it looks. And next time I will use my sewing scissors because they're a bit more precise, but I couldn't find them, so I had to use these like big scissors. But anyways, moving on the 7th, we went to the cinema to see Anyone But You. So I did use a movie marquee from Fantasy Design Store. This kit did come with a movie marquee, but it was very small and I have very big handwriting, so I just knew it wasn't going to fit, so I pulled one from my collection. Then on the 8th, I marked in the building engineer came, structural engineer, I don't really know the technical term, to check the roof, because yeah, I mentioned this in the weekly plan with me, but we had an incident with one of the neighbor's cars reversing into our wall because his handbrake failed, and that's kind of how it happened. So like complete freak bizarro accident, but yeah. So we've had like the structural engineers come a few times just to make sure that the integrity of the roof is fine and like we're okay to stay here until it is fixed, which hopefully will be in the next couple of months. I think they're still in the process of like trying to organize the construction people, I guess, to come and fix it. I don't really know all the details, but yeah, so I used the house icon from the kit, and then I also marked in 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚗𝚘 and SF9 had their comebacks. So again, more K-pop releases, which I really enjoyed both of those releases. So yeah, and then on the 9th, I just put in another pattern box. Then on the 10th, I went to get my hair done because I do dye my hair. So I go usually every, I think like 7 or 8 weeks, but this time I had to push it to 10 weeks because technically the week that I was supposed to get my hair done would have been, I think like right before Christmas or like the week of Christmas. And then I had my driving test the following week. So it was just like, it didn't work out with my schedule. So I had to go this day. So it was like 10 weeks, which my hair was very much faded because I do dye my hair red, but you know, it is what it is. And I'm actually going to get my hair done tomorrow that I'm doing this voiceover to get my roots touched up. So yeah, exciting stuff. But I don't know. I'm trying to decide like how much longer I want to stay with red hair because I'm kind of getting sick of it, seeing as I've had red hair for like 2 and a bit years now. But I don't really know what else to do because once you sort of dye your hair red, it sort of stays there. So it makes it hard to like kind of go another color. So I don't know. But I also marked in that it was payday. So I just used a payday flag from the kit and an icon I made. And then the hair dye icon was from 𝚜𝚑𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘 Moving on to the 11th, I marked in my phone bill with the phone icon from the kit. I also marked in the new moon with a little moon sticker and the script that I made. Then I went and got my nails done, which were the nails you would have seen in my previous videos. So like the blue summery nails, which were my birthday nails. So the nail polish icon is from my newest addiction. And then I also just marked in that my US forwarding mail got delivered that day. So I used the icon from the kit. And then I did fill everything in on camera. Again, I don't know how I feel about this because I personally like when I do my weekly spreads and whatnot, I put the stickers down and then fill everything off camera. It just is a bit more relaxing that way, but I don't know. I was very inspired by Laura Marine Plans. I've been watching her videos nonstop, and especially like her monthly spreads because she's one of the few people who does like monthly memory spreads. Like she does it, Carly Plans did. I don't know if she will do for 2024. And then Planners and Tacos, I believe, is the channel. Shanice also does like her monthly memory sort of style. So I really enjoy watching their videos. And yeah, I don't know. That's what inspired me to film my monthly spread because otherwise I probably would have like not filmed it and just done it off camera. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like we need to have more monthly spreads. Like everyone shows their weekly spreads. I just feel like monthly spreads should be a thing as well. But anyways, on the 12th, I marked in, I had my osteo appointment. So I used the massage sticker from Once More With Love. And then we did have a big thunderstorm that day, which I thought was important to mark because I hate storms. They freak me out. And yeah, obviously like in winter, I'm not going to mark a storm every day because that's going to happen a lot. But like it was summer and it was one of those like random summer storms. I think from memory, there might have been a cyclone up north and that was what it was, because then we had like the heat wave and everything. I think that might have been what it was. But yeah, then on the 13th, I went to the basketball. So I used the admission sticker from Kylie Plans, and I also marked in my health insurance. Then on the 14th, it was my birthday, which is really strange to think that it was like that long ago now. Time is a concept. But also it feels really strange to think that I am 28. Like I really don't feel 28. But that is neither here nor there, I guess. So I used the Primrose from Tickle Pink Planning. She's just so cute, and the colors match perfectly with the colors in this spread. And you can see me sort of squeeze my handwriting into those tiny boxes. And then we did also go out to lunch. So I used the knife and fork, which I believe is from Planner Face. I did have a look to double check, but I'm pretty sure that's where it's from because it is on matte sticker paper, and she's one of the few shops that I buy removable matte from. So yes. Then on the 15th, I marked in the cycling. So the Tour Down Under started that day, which I think it finished the end of that week because I think it was like a 4 or 5 day kind of race. But yes, it is the start of like the cycling season, I guess, which to be fair, the only cycling event we really like watch is the Tour de France. That is our favorite time of the year, which actually lands on my mom's birthday this year because of the Olympics being in July. So it's like starting earlier than it would have or something like that. And it's also like doing a different route. So it's not ending in Paris this year, but yeah, I don't know. We like to keep up with the cycling. We don't always watch it, but I just thought I would mark in the Tour Down Under, 1, because it's here in Australia, 2, it's the start of the season, and I also had that little bicycle sticker that I had added to the sampler, I think on purpose, because I was going to mark this down, and I just completely forgot to put it in my like pre-planning. But yeah, and then I also marked in NMIX had their comeback, so another K-pop group. I really enjoyed their mini album. So I have a feeling they'll probably have some more comebacks throughout the year because JYP groups tend to have like 2 or 3 comebacks in a year. So we'll see what else they release this year. Then on the 16th, I just had to get some blood work done because I do get blood tests usually, I think it's twice a year now, but just to check like my iron because I was previously anemic. So I do have to like get that checked because I did have to get an infusion a couple of years ago. So just to make sure that like my levels haven't dropped too much to the point that I need another one, which so far so good, but I mean eventually I'll probably need another one. And then I do also get my like thyroid checked because we do have like family history on both sides of thyroid problems, and I do have like other I guess like autoimmune issues that sort of are interrelated, so like my vitiligo, and then I also gluten intolerant, which yeah is a whole other thing. But anyways, so that was that. I did add a pattern box on the 17th, a deco box, I mean. And then I marked in my Planner Pixie Co Happy Mail on the 18th, which was super exciting. And I did also just receive another order from her yesterday. Definitely one of my favorite foil shops. So I think I have like raved about her shop previously, but I will continue. And then on the 19th, I marked in my Canva bill. So I do pay for Canva Pro. I don't know. I'm just going to keep up with it. And then if by the end of the year I feel like I don't need it anymore, then I will stop. But I do really enjoy it because it gives you like access to all the premium like templates and stuff and the premium fonts and whatever else. I don't know. I just really like how it works. And I'm starting to like really get the hang of Canva, which is really nice because I used to really struggle with it. I don't know. I'm not too bad with Photoshop, but yeah, I don't know. I like using Canva for my thumbnails and also the like little intro and outro kind of snippet things for the videos, which I did use Kitnish Girl Jess's advice, and she uses like the animations rather than like the pre-made templates, if that makes sense. So yeah, I also marked in Aquarius season, and then I again just used another pattern box on the 21st. Then on the 22nd, I marked in my Spotify premium build. So I just used a credit card that I made because by that point, I think the only icon I had left was the pink credit card from the kit. So yeah, this one just had a bit more contrast because it had the like black in it, I guess, because the Caress Press icons are sort of like white within the color around it, if that makes sense. And then I just marked in AB6 had their comeback, so another K-pop release with the headphones from Paper K. Then on the 23rd, I marked in picking up my passport, which was super exciting. So hopefully I can travel overseas this year. We'll see. That sticker was from Carly Plans. My camera stopped recording and I didn't realize, but I marked in CIX had their comeback on the 24th, and then another payday. And then for the other side of the spread, I marked in the full moon and Australia Day. Uranus went direct, and then I also received a package from Amazon because I did order some tapes for my label maker because I was labeling my Crayola Super Tips that I had bought for my birthday, and I ran out of like the label tape, and I absolutely swear that I had another one, but I didn't, and I didn't have the time to go to Officeworks to buy some because, you know, work and whatnot. But yeah, I was able to find like I think it was like a 5-pack or something on Amazon, which is like a generic brand, but it seems to work well. And then I have since used that to relabel my sticker album as well, so that everything is ready for this year. And then at the bottom, I just marked in my yoga membership and my podiatrist appointment, and now I'm just adding in some deco, and then it will switch to me showing the spread in my planner. So here is the finished spread. Really love how it turned out. And considering like January wasn't, like it was a busy month, but it wasn't that busy, I feel like February's is going to be a lot more jam-packed because there was like a ton more K-pop comebacks. I had lots of Happy Mail and like just a bunch of other things. So yeah, here I'm just showing the notes page, and then here I'm just pointing out that I did order the like insert covers. So I will have that in a future video. I did actually receive them yesterday, but I just want to haul them first before I put them in my planner. But yeah, I did get like the insert cover that matches the art for the monthly, and then just putting some more deco. And then here I'm just going to quickly show you my like notes page, which I did create using some like icon stickers that I had in my collection, and then I used Crayola Super Tips and Tombow markers. So if you want to know the specific colors, let me know and I can let you know about that. But yeah, also let me know if you want to see me set up my like notes page on camera. I just did that off camera because I wasn't really sure what I was doing, and then I ended up doing February's one off camera. But if you're interested in seeing how I do that, do let me know. Just flicking through my spreads here. So the first two were Merry and New and Birthday Bash, which I do have plenty of these on my channel. This spread was Sunny Days from Mamamie Handmade Designs, which I didn't film because this week honestly wasn't too exciting. We had a heat wave. I was just very exhausted. Did a bit of filming, did a bit of, you know, yeah, errands and whatnot. I don't even think I did errands that week, but yeah. And then this was Spaced Out Summer from Caress Press. Again, not really an exciting week besides getting my passport, but other than that, like again, feeling quite drained from the weather and just, yeah, I don't know. Not a lot happened this week either. So yes, I do have full pictures of those on Instagram with all the shops tagged if you do want to have a better look at those spreads. But that is it for this video. I will see you in my next one. Give this one a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video, which should be my February lineup. Bye guys.